All right, a little bit of an update on the Mercruiser 188. Went on that whole junkyard trip to look for an oil pan that I don't think I really need. I don't know if Rock Auto gave me a goose chase there, but I was searching for a 1978 Mustang 2 pan, and they're listing that dual sump pan for 78. I don't think they would have changed the Mustang 2 that much on the last year made, so I think that's wrong. But so this pan technically work, but I found that Hooker Headers actually makes headers for this, and in their instruction manual for it, you can find that on Holley's website. They tell you to count back 7 bolt holes, which comes to here, and pound that in 1/4 inch across there, and no more than 1/4 inch. Now that's all great, but this pan, I don't remember what brand I bought, but it doesn't have a baffle in it, and I originally intended that to be for my Mustang. That's why it's blue. I don't really want to take a hammer to it, so I think I'm gonna get a full racing pan with the large sump, a straight wall here with a 90-degree corner, so I don't have to beat on anything. But that means I have to get a new oil pickup, the new pan, whatever else they want you to get. More money. Anyway, I'm getting old, and I think I can probably make money faster at my job than I can saving it, beating on stuff like this. But anyway, so I have alternator brackets coming. They're Transdap chrome, I think for early Mustangs. So I think that'll fix this problem. I got the 65 Mustang bolt and spacer on there, and I slapped that on with no brackets, and it lines right up with the water pump pulley. The crank pulley, I'll have to buy the shim from who makes this Power Force. They have a few different shims available, so I'll have to measure that, get that, and hopefully that all works. Now for motor mounts, I know you can get the Mustang 2 motor mounts. These are 1970 Cougar. It was off a Cougar, but Cougar or Mustang mounts. I pulled them off the motor back there. They're all crusty. But those Holley directions, and pretty much everybody else has done a V8 swap, says you have to take the frame mount on the Pinto on the driver's side and move it back 8 inches. Move it back 1 inch. I'm like, why? I don't get it. Well, if you look at these mounts, they work right and left, and there's more space on this side than there's on this side. And if you measure from the back where the bell housing would meet up with to the center of this hole on this side is 9.5 inches. If you measure on this side, from here to here, is 8.5 inches. So you come over here and look at the short flange on this side of the motor mount, and then you have the oil filter here. So just a matter of engineering, I guess. The oil filter had to be here. And to make this a one-part solution for both sides, they only had so much room to put a bolt in here. So if you take that one off and line it up here the opposite way, it's 1 inch between these tabs. So that's why, I guess the Pinto frame mounts are staggered by 1 inch, I guess. So I kind of want to be able to save the 4-cylinder and 4-speed out of here, and be able to put that back in, because this isn't the motor I want to stay in here. This is gonna get me through next year of having fun, I believe. So I hate having cars sitting around with no motors in them. So if I pull this out, I want to be able to slap something back in that runs. Anyway, so I think next purchase is oil pan. I did find a place that has some Mustang 2 mounts. I don't know. I know where a Mustang 2 is. It's all taken apart. And if I can find them mounts, I don't think they would sell them to me, but I could probably use them to make copies. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But when I get this pan done, so I can flip it over and get the intake on and just seal this thing up, and then think about exhaust manifolds. Really would like to make my own. I just don't know if I have time. And then need bell housing, clutch, and transmission. They may have to, I don't know. That's the biggest expense of this whole project. The car was nothing. That was a couple $100. Well, all the Mercruiser part. I probably spent way more than that in parts to convert it already. But yeah, getting old, and it's time to have fun.